Arvada normal summon as well, which is apparently a crazy good play. Destroys the Kirin. We're going to get rid of the set card in just some seconds. Let's see if it was actually a bluff or if it was one of the malice traps.
Tony considering his cards in hand. Does he have a way to stop this? Does he even have a way to interact with this? There aren't that many ways to interact with it, to be fair. So we have to see. Tony thinking about it. If he wants to chain the set card, he better does it now, because otherwise DinKaBuI is getting rid of it shortly.
This is absolutely intense. Ash Blossom has been used on Pot of Extravagance, but DinKaBuI could use it to extend his combo to just pass on Ulcanix, which is enough with the Dominus Impulse. And this is very interesting. Of course, we are also seeing that Fire King Island destroyed the Kirin, so actually, apparently in this deck, if you add Arvada with Fire King Island, you are signalizing that you have Kirin in hand. Oh, Dominus Impulse is used on the last chain link there.
Which is Garunix.
Yeah.
Oh, so we chain blocked
we are going to see the Kirin pop summon something back.
It does, sure enough, look like that. Oh wait, DinKaBuI thinking about a response here possibly. Or maybe it is Tony that is thinking about adding another chain link here. But no, we do get to resolve things, and now the set card is gone, and it was indeed an... Oh, it was a Malice Trap. Yeah, it was TB11, true. And I mean, that's already big monsters on the field here. We are definitely pressuring the life points of Tony, who decimated them himself already by paying 300 for the activation of Dormouse. I wouldn't be surprised if DinKaBuI can pull this off here. We do go for the Ponix.
Ponix for a Ponix, an eye for an eye here in this duel. DinKaBuI now going to add the Sky... Fire?
Skyburn.
Skyburn, of course.
With a burning passion, he is summoning fire monsters. And the second heater! We did not banish any heaters! We can just use the second one as well, and there is the Promethean Princess now!
The Princess, of course, he's playing multiple copies for the Pot of Extravagance. This is so much damage. DinKaBuI is trying to go for game immediately. This field has snowballed so quickly.
This is absolutely game, and he picks up his cards. DinKaBuI forces a game number 3 in this finals of the YCS Birmingham. Fire King, don't give up easy, and he's piloting with masterclass here.
Who needs Lancea? Who needs Chaos Hunter? You can just have Ulcanix.
And Cheetah.
Yes, Cheetah. Whose Ash Blossom was this really? I think this is a double agent Ash Blossom that was actually rooting for DinKaBuI because he's playing the fire deck.
Indeed, it was changing sides very quickly and consistently. Both turns, even both Hitas that DinKaBuI is running remained in the extra deck, even though he resolved the Pot of Extravagance 4-6 cards. But he was lucky enough, or gifted enough, and I mean, he has a relationship to his Fire King deck now at this point, right? By piloting it so well through his entire tournament. So no wonder it's helping him here in the finals, securing him those cards remaining in the extra deck.
I mean, now that Game 3, that Malice are going first, are very dangerous for Dinka. However, as we said before, we have Lancia and Chaos Hunter, that both of them are extremely well from stopping Malice to combo.
Yeah, and he needs to draw those. That's just another thing. So sometimes,
in order to be a champion, you have to be also lucky. So I'm sure if it's his day, he will draw them.
And I mean, at this point, we have been discussing backstage. There's kind of a plot armor here, right? So I have no idea. We discussed the matchup versus Mermail before. It felt like, on paper, the deck should always lose against Mermail.
It looked tough.
What is stopping Mermail from winning against Fire King? It's the DinKaBuI aura.
Yeah, especially now with the remaining releases of Suda with the Poseidra. Like, usually I would say, okay, a couple of the Mermail cards will always have to destroy stuff, but now with Poseidra they could even bounce the cards back to the hand. So I felt like the Mermail deck had a super good matchup, but not against DinKaBuI, of course.
Yep. Also, props to the sportsmanship from Niels.
Oh, yeah.
Great guy, very well-deserved top 4 as well from our Mermail player of the previous feature match, but again, this is the finals. I've also watched the top 4 matchup of Tony versus Marvin Kamara, which was also really close. It was a 2-1 victory, and it looked like Marvin Kamara was winning the game 3, so he had to put Tony in a bad situation there, but Tony then found a Bestial versus the Pure Ryziel deck to banish the Jessicat from Graveyard and then completely snowball off of that. So that was also very close. Skillful matchup from both sides.
Very much. But now, only one more game to be played. We have YCS Birmingham here 2025. We've had so many matches, we had so many games throughout the entirety of the weekend, but only one more. And that one game will decide who's going to be our YCS champion. Is it going to be Tony? Is it going to be Dinkabui? We will now, sure enough, find out. Over to the table, game 3 coming your way.
At this point, I think nobody has left this venue. It looks like every player who has attended the YCS Birmingham is still here and wants to witness if Fire King can win a YCS or if Malice can win a YCS, because as you said, Basti hasn't done that before.
And there we have them, ready and roll. 15 minutes left on the clock, should secure us a good and entertaining game number 3. Dinkabui, no artifact Lancea in the standby phase, which is already, of course, not the greatest start, but we know that he does have the Chaos Hunter option as well, possibly coming into his hand here. He hopes for it, that's for sure.
Now he can chain it here,
Lancea
and it just fizzles out.
No. Dimension Shifter activated here from Tony, and it is crazy indeed.
So we were talking for Lancea, we were talking about Chaos Hunter, and we totally forgot about...
Oh,
we have to hold on. Is there maybe no Malice cards in Tony's hand? He does not look satisfied. Sadborn passes it. Dinkabui, the Grandmaster of Fire, that is not
because
in his
you
hand,
can win.
not facing a field here whatsoever.
Is that the actual blood armor? But beware, he also can't really play here because Dimension Shifter is active. What is his plan against the Dimension Shifter?
The thing though is, I'm pretty sure that the Fire Kings do activate when destroyed, even when banished, but there is Ash Blossom and Joy Spring right away on the Ulcanix. Just the battle phase, and I mean, as long as there is no monsters on the field for Tony, Dinka can also not crash the Ulcanix.
And this is a Giga Brain play from Tony saying, hey, I activate Shifter first so my Ash Blossom gets banished so you don't summon it with Heat.
He passes back over. There is no way. What is this final?
Dinkabui is now sitting there with a graveyard that actually can be... Another Ulcanix is being summoned! Now, pop your Ulcanix from your field or a card from hand that could be even better. There's another Ash Blossom, but we already have the Heater set up. Can Heater get back the Ash Blossom? 2 cards left in hand for Tony.
Oh my, Dinkabui.
This is crazy.
Advantage of monsters on the field. Look at Tony.
He didn't break.
I think that he already knows.
Look at Tony. That was not how he expected this game 3 to go. Heater once again trying. Oh, look, Tony is reading, just double checking. Yes, you can use 2 monsters with the same name, of course, as long as you do include a fire monster, and you will be able to go after that Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. The first one not going to the graveyard. This one, though, after the Shifter is gone, now in the graveyard.
Everyone cut your Ash Blossoms from your main decks. This is not worth it. Dinkabui is going to come around and summon it with Heater.
And we are back in the Fire Era.
Yeah, and we have to read this card over and over again. Dinkabui is just on a rampage this tournament. What is going to happen now? Is Tony going to answer this?
He's thinking about an Impulse, maybe?
Possibly, yeah. It could be Impulse.
The thing is, Ulcanix was already activated this turn, so even if you go into the Promethean Princess, Dominus Impulse is the answer to the Heater, the Fire Charmer Ablaze. Even better than an Impermanence.
Oh, just the battle phase. More battle damage shipping in here. Life points of Tony diminishing, and he needs a top deck here, because if he just passes it back over to Dinkabui, that Heater would be free to go after the Ash Blossom in the opponent's graveyard again.
He needs to find a big top deck here. The deck has so many one-card starters. I think he...
He is ready to turn this back around. That is the card he needed, but there is
the Lancea and Solemn Strike.
This is impossible. Tony is going crazy here. The home country here.
So that's why he read it.
Lancea, winning the Lancea minigame. Can they win the YCS?
Resolution, though?
Oh, and that is not possible. The Lancea did not resolve, therefore you are not able to activate this triple tactic thrust. The monster, the activation was negated, so it is like it never happened.
So
and therefore Tony cannot activate it.
There's no effect Veiler activated. Dinkabui, do you have Dominus Impulse to answer the Rabbit?
Or does he?
It doesn't look like it. Rabbit is being summoned. Rabbit is being activated. We are accelerating so fast. Another trap card will be set to the spell and trap zone of Tony.
It is going back and forth. It really looked like Dinkabui might be the one taking it here, but Tony with that fantastic top deck of Dormouse is fully back into it.
Patience is a virtue. Kept this Solemn Strike for as long as he could. Sets up a GWC already.
I don't know, maybe if, instead of the Heater, if he had went like Phoenix to pop the back row.
You can see Tony He waited.
I think he would have been in a better
ready,
position.
and he got rewarded. He trusted in his deck,
Because then
and
he
his
would have had the
faith
Phoenix.
was
Actually,
absolutely
no, that would have gotten
correct
destroyed,
because
so yeah.
it has not disappointed
But
until this very moment, and now he can capitalize.
Unless
Maybe
he has like
taking
the
down
Runics
a
in hand or
YCS
something.
bet stack.
I don't know. we see.
Dinkabuy has 4 cards in hand. I severely doubt that there's nothing he can play with because he always stopped after Ulcanix effect or the Heater effect was stopped. So there have to be more interruptions. Lingerie will being activated now as a possible answer to the Dominus Impulse.
That is true. Playing around the inputs, but Dinkabuy, does he have something to do here?
Maybe Chaos Hunter because he's the on summon.
Oh, he is thinking about it. We know there could just be a Kirin that tries to activate from the hand. But no, Dinkabuy says, no, I'm not thinking. You can do whatever you like. Go ahead. We do activate now our trap card. We do activate the GWC06.
Yep, summons out the White Rabbit. And Dormouse is being activated, 300 damage as well. Dinkabuy kicked for quite some damage before, but that wasn't enough to put him in 300 life points range here, so that you could lose the game by activating a Malice Monster. Not gonna happen. Oh, we're going to see the first Link 3 of this game here. Is it going to be a white binder, or are we going to go for red ransom? Because we haven't used the Chassis Cat yet. We haven't used... what are we doing here?
But honestly, the moment Tony in game number 2, or game number 1 it was rather, the moment he had the chance to go into one of his Link 3 monsters, it was absolutely going into his direction. And he does now again have the chance. The white binder is on the field.
I mean, once the deck gets rolling, there's very, very few cards that can stop it. Ash Blossom being...
No, he's banishing it.
Ash Blossom being banished by White Binder is pure comedy gold, and actually a smart decision on the side of Tony, because we have seen what Hita does, and I mean, you have to consider Hita, especially when it's in the field versus you.
Indeed. So banishing the cards. And that Artifact Lancea there on top of Dinkabuy's graveyard. The most popular side deck card out of the entire YCS. Sitting there really, really sad because it was met by the Solemn Strike from Tony.
What is in Dinkabuy's hand?
See, I'm just saying.
He has 3 cards left in hand. He discarded the Lancea, which was the 4th card. Something has to happen here.
To be honest, Dinka has the info.
If he would have done that, he would have had the Lancea.
Either we like it or not. So he may be, you know, thinking about when to use his interruption.
Yep, that's a very good point.
Okay, setting another card.
Must be the TB11. Yep. Banishing the white binder, which is going to just get more Malice Monsters, more cards drawn. Dinka picks up his cards. I'll put them down again.
Back down.
Chessicat on the field. White binder is going to be activating soon. 900 more life points being paid, but that does not matter. We still have 11 minutes on the clock, and I think that Tony is going to try and close out this game this turn.
He might as well, and the Malice deck is not the one struggling with that. We said the Ryzer deck can sometimes have problems with it, but not the Malice deck. So many ways, and even in engine way of having so much damage on the field, of course, with the Red Ransom. Oh no, the Hard Cryptor it is, right? Yes, Hard Cryptor can just, by banishing itself in the battle phase, provide some additional damage.
There are no Malice on the banishment zone, though.
Ooh, you're right, yeah.
Yep.
Here comes Splash Mage.
So won't be his plan, because otherwise he would have banished those cards before. Goes into the Chassis Cat here.
A Red Ransom, maybe?
That kind of has to be, right?
It is indeed Red Ransom. Dinkabuy nodding his head still. Tony keeps on going. Tony's life points, though, have been going down quite a bit here.
It's a little interesting, because what are we doing with the Red Ransom here and with the field spell? Because, we haven't used Chassis Cat banishment effect, right?
I'm pretty sure we have not, and that's what Tony is thinking. That's what he's searching for there in his deck. And that is the Chassis Cat also activating, further lowering his own life points, but of course getting rewarded with many monsters that he summons all of that.
The thing is, if he goes for an access code talker play to close out the game quickly, Hita will trigger. Can Hita get him anywhere?
Yeah, because then he can activate Thrust, but the field will be empty though, and no motion will be on the field.
But
so
can Hita get Dinkabuy anywhere?
I think it adds here.
So we are going to link off Red Ransom and the Chassis Cat. By now we have used all of the Malice cards that are currently in the graveyard, except for Red Ransom that just hit the...
What is this going to be now?
I have no idea.
Probably Access.
Yeah, must be Access Code Talker actually. Tony considering his options. Actually not really sure himself. What is this going to be?
I mean, the thing is, the Heater is very scary.
Firewall Dragon, maybe?
Effect.
Look, he's considering Firewall as well. I mean, Firewall is a better way to clear out the Heater, possibly.
But you have to go-link it.
Yeah. Okay, there is Firewall Dragon, indeed.
Is he just gonna attack over it now? What is happening? Is he just attacking?
Honestly,
Basti, Mike?
we had so many monsters, and now
Wait,
all of this is just ending in one singular Firewall Dragon. Tony kept on going, kept on going, and maybe he just went autopilot and he's just passing it back over to Dinkabui. What is all of that ending in?
Maybe there is a Beasteel in his hand, so he can set up some malice in Dinka's turn.
But I mean, major factor here as well is that Dinkabui is just simply ahead in life points, and he's also the turn player again now.
8 minutes left remaining, and Dinkabui can't activate the Heater, but it is a Link 2 monster already established on the field. He has 4 cards in hand now, if I'm not mistaken, and those cards will have to get him somewhere. Something has to happen with those cards. It didn't stop anything from the Malice engine. They have to proactively make the turns better, right? Can you just go battle phase attack? I mean, surely it's a Garunix?
Yeah, that's the case.
There has to be a Garunix.
Okay. Looks like we are trying to... What are we thinking about here? That's,
I mean, we're crashing to summon out Garunix.
I think so too, but they are contemplating.
Can also add stuff
Yeah.
like Vulcanix, Kirin.
I don't think it can add Vulcanix, right? Can it add Ponix? Or is it... Wait, let me actually check. I think it's 1000 defense, 1-5 defense or lower, because you couldn't add Ash Blossom.
It is, but
no?
Ponix is super small, so Ponix definitely works. Ponix has 200
what
defense.
about Kirin? Is Kirin not 200
Oh,
defense?
but there is a Bestial. We do have Druid's Worm, and I think that is the reason why we left the Heater on the field, to have the ability to use our Bestials as quick effects. So Bestial Druid's Worm is going to banish the White Binder, but Dinkabui, does he have a response? Maybe a Chaos Hunter as well?
Impulse
It is Chaos Hunter indeed! He has the answer, and he's discarding his Garunix.
Wait a second, because, oh, there's another Chaos Hunter here. It can't be bounced as well. Garunix is in the graveyard. Doesn't matter if it's in the hand or not. We're going to co-link the Firewall Dragon, the iconic boss monster, but does it help him?
Double Chaos Hunter. We may have not resolved our Artifact Lancea, but we have a double better version of Artifact Lancea now with Chaos Hunter on the field, having the continuous effect that your opponent cannot banish cards.
This is absolutely crazy right now.
Wait,
so
why
what
didn't he
does
summon it?
that
If he
mean?
drew-
Firewall Dragon can
Why
bounce
didn't he just
the
summon it?
Heater
I'm
Fire Charmer
confused.
ablaze to the hand right now. Won't do it though. Now Garunix is going to be able to trigger in the graveyard. Heater is going to be able to trigger and give him Kirin or a Ponix, or maybe Avatar even.
We are going to attack. We take some damage, but still massively ahead in life points here. Of course, note please, Tony again paid more life points, down to 2050. Definitely not that much more here. And we only have 6.5 minutes remaining. Is Dinkabui really lining up here for
So
another YCS
2,
victory?
6.
Tony allows him now to activate the effect of Heater here.
I mean, you
So
are
is he gonna
playing
pop,
Malice in the YCS
he's
final
gonna
game
level
3,
1 the hand,
and you're
right?
facing 2 Chaos Hunter. I cannot imagine how Tony's feel right now.
There's an OTK here that you could do that no one ever does, but it does come
when
up.
he couldn't activate it. Given that
There's one that
information,
you can do
Dinkabui
that's
just
kinda
didn't activate the
disgusting.
Chaos Hunters when he didn't have to. So now, on his turn, proactively he can summon them out.
Yes.
Very interesting. It also didn't chain them to the Druid's Worm.
I mean, Chaos Hunter only works on the summon of the monster, right?
really?
Isn't
Right,
that how Chaos Hunter
indeed.
works?
I think
On
so,
the
yeah.
special summon of the monster.
But he had
Exactly.
two,
So Tony,
which means he had them in hand the
you can
entire
clearly
way.
tell by his facial expression that he is not expecting those Chaos Hunters, and definitely not in a YCS final, but Dinkabui knows his matchups, and he brought this card specifically for this matchup, of course.
So revealing
Yeah,
Thrust,
so we searched that out.
it was very important, played a huge role before.
Yeah.
Here in effect.
Garunix coming in hot here is going to not coming in hot here. We're still waiting for this. So Garunix, what could possibly happen now? Garunix can special summon itself out in the damage step already. We have taken some damage.
Yeah,
Firewall
can't
Dragon
do
can
this
still
time.
bounce once. It is co-linked to once. It can only do that once per duel.
But
if
it
I
can't do
remember
it during the
correctly. It's been a
damage
while with this card. Garunix would summon itself out, can pop Kirin. There is nothing in the graveyard that profits from a Kirin.
I don't think it is
Oh.
one per duel. rather than
actually,
once.
one thing that we are considering right now, one thing that is getting debated here right now, I think, is whether you can even activate 2 Chaos Hunters on the same chain. And I'm honestly not entirely sure, but it seems like we do have the confirmation now. Judges, of course, very good to make sure in the YCS final that everything is going right. And it is going right. You have 2 Chaos Hunters on the field for Dinkabui.
Kieran summons out the Arvata, or the Arvata summoned itself out.
And I think that's game, actually.
Is it game?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's so much
Tony's
damage
has
already.
3,000.
2,000 life points.
Luis
It looks
still
like
there.
it.
Yes, Dinkabui runs over the last monsters with Garunix, with Arvata, and with 2 Chaos Hunters to stop the Malice deck.
Dinkabui is a 2-time YCS champion, and I
He got lucky.
of YCS Birmingham
He got
2025.
super lucky.
5-year kings!
Well,
Pure fire
look at
kings.
this, look at this.
They're
People are going
celebrating. His
crazy.
friends are running over, and that's beautiful to see. They all know what a brilliant player he is, and he deserves this title so much.
So tell me, a friend of yours comes and tells you one day before the event that he's going to play Farking. How do you react?
I laughed at him, honestly. I did
I
play
would've
against him on
laughed too,
first day,
'cause
and
what?
both of us, we
Fire
looked at his
King.
Anfield, which he created, which was 2 Garunix, and we both started laughing for a minute straight, and now he's a YCS champion.
And look at him now. This is the trophy that he's going to get. He's a 2 times YCS champion.
He is indeed. What a masterclass.
Is absolutely out of his mind. He's one of the best duelists in the world, has 2 YCS titles now out of 4 finals that he has reached, and he always plays those completely crazy out-of-the-box decks. Speaking of boxes, you can just buy 3 Fire King structures and you basically have the deck. I was in a group chat earlier and someone said, hey, does anyone have the deck list of Dinkabui? And someone just replied with the back of a Fire King structure deck.
Pretty funny
hilarious.
indeed. And you may as well say, actually, he got the gift before the finals already, because European Championship now is going to be in his hometown as well. So he's a YCS champion. He does not even have to travel to the next European Championship. We may as well give him a title for that one already as well, right?
Actually, yes, and the next to a QCR reveal card is going to be Garunix or Ponix or something. This is absolutely insane. Nobody would have seen this coming. It makes still no sense to me at all. But after seeing the deck, no, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see that still in 2025 you can just go into a tournament, play a strategy that was on nobody's radar. Because sometimes we have, of course, those decks that are going to be there a couple of times.
Crazy.
But honestly, what do you think, how many Fire King decks in total were in this tournament? 2,500 players. I would say at max it was 5? Maybe just 1, honestly.
Maybe this is a 100% conversion rate.
Yeah.
I believe it's only 1, to be honest.
Possibly, yeah. Everyone kind of disregarded the Fire King strategy after, of course, the Snake Eye cards, especially, of course, the Snake Eye, the original Sinful Spoils, was forbidden on the latest Forbidden and Limited list. And that was usually a way from getting into the Snake Eye engine to the Ponix. But who needs the Snake Eye cards? You can just normal some of the Ponix or normal some of the Olcanix. And he's just, he showed us that.
Who needs to do anything with those extra deck shenanigans? I mean, Heater is enough, but only if your opponent uses Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. It's just entirely optional to go into your extra deck on the first turn. When was that the last time? Maybe
So the combo is to
no.
activate Extravagance, get Ash, and then go to Hita.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So this is
combo
the
tutorial right here.
Yes, immediately figuring out how this deck works. And I mean, you just saw multiple combo tutorials there. You're ignoring every single hand trap because you're just not doing a lot.
That is true. And that should also be the sign for everyone at home that you can just go to a YCS with the approach to have fun.
Just play
Because
whatever deck
honestly,
you want
that
at
is
this
what
point.
Dinkabui said before the event. I'm playing a fun deck. This is supposed to be a fun experience. And guess what? It's now also a YCS winning experience.
And it was a fun experience for him. I bet this is the most
And for
insane
everyone, I
thing.
believe.
Yeah,
watching.
exactly. So everyone just stayed in the venue, watched Dinkabui win the YCS finals. Huge respects to Tony as well. He played this magnificently. But now, we have seen Dinkabui multiple times. We have seen how he plays this deck. Let's hear it from him again.
Thank you very much, Leo. Let's everyone give it up again for the YCS champion, Dinkabui. Massive congratulations to you, Dinka. So you won. How did you feel when you knew you were going to play a Malice in the final?
The Malice matchup is not that great, at least in game 1. But the side deck carries a lot, because I'm playing Lancia, Chaos Hunter, Impulses, yeah.
So you sound like a prophet there, because obviously that game one you did lose. So I just want a very brief clip. Probably explains to a lot of people why you ran this deck. You got hit by the Mochami Fuvolo, so what's your plan here?
Usually I just end on a very minimalistic board. Basically two level 8s. The Fuvolos in this case was a little bit annoying because I wanted to go into Princess afterwards. But I decided not to. Yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough. So it sounds like you had a smaller board. Did you have some hand traps here? I think we saw them played later.
Yeah, I backed the field up with 2 Imperms. Usually that's enough against Malice, because I have 2 Pops, 2 Imperms, and a Vata Negate, but my opponent's hand was pretty well, because he drew a bunch of cards with the Allures, and he got enough extenders to push through the board, and the Dark Charmer caught me off guard, because Dark Charmer was able to attack over the Avatar, and that's how he kept on playing main phase 2.
So yeah, you're getting ahead of me there, but let's have a look at our next clip. So yeah, we saw the Dark Charmer, and then I think we're in, we're not quite in main phase 2 here. We're seeing you summon a couple of monsters here. You chose to destroy your opponent's Ball Drake, so why did you pick that one?
Because it's the only monster on the field which beats over Avatar. Because it takes, if the Ball Drake stays on field, he just attacks over Avatar, and it takes 1 interruption out of my field. Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense. So you weren't too fussed about the Malice monster being left on the field. You were more worried about making sure anything couldn't attack over the Avatar.
Yes, basically yes. The only extender which is possible in this spot is the field spell, or Gold Suck for the 3rd name. And I cannot prevent that without Avatar.
Yes, I mean, if we go to the next clip here, we see your opponent's already activated terraforming, so they very patiently played through all of your interruptions. They used the Charmer, as you mentioned, which took you a little bit off guard, and managed to keep playing. So what were you feeling in this situation? Did you feel confident, or did you think it may have been slipping away?
At that point, when you flipped the terraforming, I knew it was game over.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I thought it was a fantastically played game from your opponent in that round, but obviously you went on to win the next 2. We just saw in that last little clip, if we could go to that one, where he chose to SP your Fire King Island. Is this something that's happened much this weekend? Obviously, it's kind of a classic play, gets through the defense of it, and then destroys your field.
It happens sometimes, but usually I have more interruptions, just so I can prevent the SP. But in this hand, it was not possible. I did not get to the Skyburn, for example, which makes the matchup a lot easier if I go first.
So that concludes the first game, but in the second game, let's have a look. So you mentioned using the Princess. In this game, you managed to use the Princess, bring back Olcanix, pop it. That seems like a very nice synergy. Is that something you've been doing a lot?
Yes. That's the standard optimal endboard, to be honest. Olcanix pass.
And is it easier to do, or do you normally have to use your opponent's monster, or is it you maybe have a Ponix or something?
You need a very engine-heavy hand to go this route, or your opponent ashes one of your plays. This was ideal for me.
So you like it when your opponent plays Ash Blossom?
Sometimes, depending on my hand, of course. Yeah.
Okay, and then in the next little clip here, we just see your opponent. They tried to play. You had the Dominus Impulse, I think it was, for their one play, and then they just passed back to you. So did you know that point you had the game in your hands?
Because I have game through basically every hand trap in the game, because I have Avatar. Yeah.
So yeah, Fire King, we see, like, even though it doesn't do a huge amount of special summons, it can do a lot of damage very, very fast. And then let's go into the third game. That was absolutely crazy. We saw a lot of passing back and forth. So the beginning of the third game, what are you thinking? What do you want to see in your opening hand?
A Lancia or a Chaos Hunter. I opened 2 Chaos Hunters and a play. So my hand was good, but he had Thrust anyways. So I, in that spot, I just needed to hope he had no play, and he had no play. I got lucky at that point. Yeah.
So yeah, we saw. Is this Dimension Shifter that was dropped here? I assume that's a bit of a problem for you.
Yes, it is. It's of course annoying, but with this play, I wanted to get access to Ponix, which searches the Skyburn, to have like a pop 2 on my opponent's turn, or even pop 3 with the running hand. Yeah.
Okay. So in our next clip, we saw this strike being hit on the Lancia here. Was that quite...
That was strong, yes. He top-decked the Dormouse and had the strike for Lancia. Yeah.
Yeah, I assume when he was reading that heater for a long time, did you think maybe it was a strike?
It was definitely a strike or a solemn judgment.
And so, given your opponent showed you the thrust, did you choose deliberately then to keep those Chaos Hunters in hand for such a long time?
Yes. I mean, he played really well around Chaos Hunter by not going into Lizard Dose, so there was no actual good spot for me to Chaos Hunter, especially after I saw his thrust in hand.
So, between Chaos Hunter and Lancia, which one is your favorite? Have they both been doing a bit of work, or do you have a preference?
Lancia is the safe choice, but Chaos Hunter is just game if it sticks. So I'm going with Chaos Hunter.
Well, especially considering our next clip, the moment you won, dropping 2 Chaos Hunters and then crashing your heater, which seems to be your signature play, crashing your Fire King monster.
Crashing monsters is the way.
So yeah, how did you feel here attacking for game? What's it like winning a YCS again?
Incredible. What can I say?
Well, thank you so much, Dinka. You're a fantastic champion. We'll be over for your prize ceremony in just a moment, but for now, we'll head back over to our casters.
Thank you so much. We're all so happy with such a deserving YCS champion, our first YCS champion of the year 2025, and the 2-time YCS champion now with Dinka Bui. And we all have not expected it at the beginning of the weekend.
He's a menace. I mean, I have been expecting that Dinka Bui might win a YCS, but I just didn't expect him to do it with Fire King. This feels like he's not taking this seriously anymore.
But I think that you called it, right? That Dinka will be on the final.
I mean, I am, of course, definitely aware of how capable Dinka Bui is, how good he is at the game. He is consistently showing it, and honestly, you gotta say, he's doing it in a very special way always. There's plenty of amazing players out here in Europe, but there is only one Dinka Bui that builds stacks like no one else does. For that, I think this is going to be us from the caster side. Thank you so much for listening to our analysis and our commentary throughout the weekend, but now there's only one more thing to do. We have to hand over the trophy, of course, to our new YCS champion. Back over to the stage we go.
So I know he has the quick play. That's what I want to say.
I give you your YCS Birmingham champion. It's Dinka Bui! The crowd have been on your side the entire time. We saw you win in Milan in 2018. You've been a regular finalist, and now you're here again, getting the trophy, a champion once again. How does it feel?
Great. I have no words for this.
I mean, you also brought a deck that people didn't expect. You played through the meta. Does it feel good to not only just get that trophy, but to dominate a new format?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, congratulations. We have for you your trophy and also your prize card of another Versalaria, and that is very exciting for you to have. It's not your only trophy, but it is something to have. There we go, everyone. Your new YCS champion! That is going to be it from us, but congratulations again to Dinka Bui for being the brand new YCS Birmingham champion. This has been absolutely brilliant, and we will obviously be seeing you guys at the European Champion 25th to 27th of July in Berlin. So make sure all of you guys are there or tune in for that. But give it up one more time for your new champion! Thank you very much to all of our judges and all of our staff. Thank you very much to all of our players, who without this it would not be possible. Thank you very much to also my amazing colleague.
He normal summoned already, so... Is that an inherent summon or no? And I know his last card is Diabellstar. mind. He gets an extra card anyways. GG. Lose the time yet again. Bound lose to nothing else, bro. Oh shit, I'm going first. I don't know why I just wasn't. I was... GG's, buddy. You're playing... Oh, so his hand was probably... His hand was probably like... It wasn't Droll Unlock. It could have been... No. It probably wasn't Droll Unlock. He would have... I think he would have used it, if anything. But he would have used it. I don't think he didn't have Max, he would have used it. He actually would have used it. So it was probably like this. And like this maybe or something. I don't know. think, like, what could you possibly have? Maybe, like, Maybe, like, an imperm or something? That's a lot of cards. It's funny though, you can't Ash if you have it, so yeah. That's that's wanted. Bruh. Yeah, I was trying to draw something. Couldn't draw nothing. I haven't played a Vanquished Soul in like a year. And I know that he has Ash Hand. So it creates a really interesting scenario because he just let me know what he had in his hand, so oh man. Like he let me know. He's like, I have an Ash. I said, okay. That's hilarious. Most decks do normal summon, at the very least, so... My hand is trash though. I need to draw into something good. So yeah. Oh, I do like that circle thing he has. That's pretty cool. Sure. Oh, okay. He's just gonna do it that way. Yeah, because all the fusions can dodge out, so it's better to just negate the spells. Ooh, this goes to the extra deck. Oh no, it gets banished. Never mind. It goes. Never mind. Yeah, see, if I had Wallows here, I'd be set. I got to draw a card. I mean, this was kind of a great time to do it because he's at the weird stage. He's at that weird stage where if he just ends his turn, he gets a weird board. Baguska. That's crazy how I fucking called that shit though. Called it, right? That's crazy. Mm-hmm. There might be a steed. Eek. That's what his face down was. I don't have any other cards that I could really draw unless it's like attacked, but that's really it. I could take control and then do the Fiendsmith combo. Did I use Poplar's effect? No, I didn't. Summon. I could go into the I could go into like send original. I could send original, and then get Oak, normal summon Oak, and keep going. But because of fucking time, like that shit is annoying. I don't know why I couldn't attack there. That was weird. Dude, I hate time. Like, I'm literally gonna lose time because I could have won that. I could have legitimately won that. But now I don't get to win it because of time, so I guess. They need to make the time longer in ranked games. No, I don't know if he plays. Oh, no, never mind. I would negate it. SP, sure. Oh, I guess I don't have my own SP now. That's annoying, actually. Oh, I misplayed then. Whoops. He won because of time! He won because of time, bro! Like, he legitimately won because of time. Like, I literally had to just... I knew what I had to do. I literally didn't have enough time. It was not that hard to win that game. All I had to do was literally just sub an Oak. But I couldn't do that because I didn't have enough time to get to that point. That was so annoying. Dude, I don't even know how many summons this is, but it's just a lot. It's a lot of summons. So I'm trying to get IT into the grave. That's annoying. Hey, thank you for the subscribe, Lich. I'm sitting here like, I know I did the right play, like, hello? Did I use this already? Oh, okay. That was a great time to activate it. I'm not gonna win again due to time, so. Like, I hate time, bro. It's such a fuck. I hate the timer, bro. Like, oh, it is so ass. I can't. I'm losing due to time, bro. Like, it's so bad. I'm losing to time. Literally. Oh, that was unneeded. I mean, I have follow-up. That's not a problem. It's me getting to the next fucking turn. He normal summoned already, though. By the way, I'm still losing because of time. Like, there's literally no other reason. Like, I was doing just fine. It's time. Oh, okay, he did go Lacrima. Did he use Frost already? No. I mean, he might lose the time too. It's been a while, so I'll say that. I would have been fine if I didn't use Promethean Princess, but again, time. I was like, alright, it's gotta use up all my effects, I guess, because Master Duel is fucking ass for that, bro. You need to just put a fucking timer for 30 minutes. And like, the really disgusting part is like, this guy thinks that he's really like doing something when he's not. Oh my god, am I about to just lose? Yep, I can't even activate this shit, bro. It sucks. Like, I can't activate. I lose the time. Like, bro, like, just surrender. Like, I don't want to lose. Like, I hate losing it. I hate when it says, "Oh, time limit up." Man. Shut the fuck up. Like, I can't fucking play a deck. They give you a 5-minute timer. Put that bitch at 30, bro. If the Master Duel, if the fucking Master Duel Championship Challenger Cup shits go to 30 minutes, put this bitch at 30 minutes. Oh, this is oh, never mind. He is actually thinking it. Ignis here. See, I never know when to negate this deck. No, I think I said thank you for the subscribe. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Set 1. Set 2. Oh, that worked. Cool. Oh, you can take that 23 to the face. Okay. I'm gonna save this. I think I'm gonna save the Nibiru. What could his face downs be? Nah, no fucking way you do something that stupid. Why would you droplet here? That makes... Why are you dropletting? That makes no sense. Sure. You're lucky. You're lucky. I would have just lacrimaed you, bro. I would have lacrimaed. Oh god, this hand is... It's not bad, but it's also just like not good. So I gotta be patient as hell with this shit. Usually want to use it after they use the Flamberge, because then they don't have as much recovery. That's interesting. Put that down there. I don't think anyone plays one oak anymore. I think they play two. I mean, I play two. I also play two tracks, so. This card's good. But you only have two engravers, so it's just like... Alright, I see what he's gonna do here. He's gonna put this in there. He's gonna send these two. I think he's gonna send these two, and then he's gonna summon out Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. Oh, nope, he just... Never mind. He has that. You send the Poplar, get another copy of Oak. Oh, wow. Let's just scare him. He's still gonna be able to go he's gonna go sequence into probably Lacrima. I'm thinking, so. Oh, should I put it in attack mode? Whoops. Oh, that's interesting. He doesn't have enough. Yeah, sequence. But 1, 2. He only has enough to go into Lacrima. He doesn't have enough to go into Desiree. That's actually important. So I think he might just equip this to this and just call it a day. Either that, or he's just gonna go into an SP Knight and just bang it. Or Promethean Princess, actually. What am I saying? Yeah, Promethean Princess. He's gonna go Promethean Princess, bring back Flamberge. IP, probably. Yeah, so he's gonna go Flamberge, bring back IP. Yeah. Flamberge, bring back IP, and then he's just gonna just link this off into something. Can I? There's no cards I could really touch in here. Imagine he doesn't play another fire. That's crazy, right? Yeah, you just make Hita. It's not a bad card, it's a floater. See, I knew I wasn't the only one that played that card. That's crazy. okay, it does a little something, something. It does a little something, something. Yeah, he's gonna have to normal summon, so... Actually, wait, I'm totally lying. He actually doesn't have to normal summon at all. I think what he might do here is literally just... Yeah, that's funny. So he has Spirit of Bell. I'm kinda iffy. Oh, that's stupid. If this goes how I think it's gonna go, he's gonna go the continuous thing, whatever. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, so I know he has Spirit of Bell in hand. I actually don't have to care about that card at all. What am I saying? Oh, okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Hell yeah. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be really, really stupid, but it's gonna be a really, 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 really fun play that I don't get to do too often, so... The only way for this to work though, is that I have to make it a clear board. And I could also go Apollosa, but I want to be chaotic and do the crazy fucking play that I want to do. And I could also make a Caesar, so... yeah. We got it. This will outplay that. So attack. Ah, he's not gonna do it. He's pussy. Oh wait. Maybe. Maybe if I just do a big enough attack. Oh, well, now it doesn't matter. Now he wants to do it, sure. See, but it doesn't matter now, so... GG's, buddy. Boink. Boink. I could have easily went into just Lacrima and just, yeah, I could have just easily just burned him. I don't have to do that often, but, yeah. Alright, that's enough ladder climbing for today. GG's. Let's see. Am I able? Let me see. Let me see what we got. Was he actually playing like a... Okay, yeah, that's weird. It's so funny. You play all these hand traps just for this one card, literally. Should have been playing the Azumina because this is Unchained and it's just not up to par. G to the motherfucking G's. Thank you for the subscription, Lich. And I'm gonna sign off. Probably go watch some Fortnite, to be honest. Actually,
but... Mirror Sword Knight, I guess?
There's a Fiendsmith Chimera thing that's actually really good. The only thing I need to check though is, let me see, illusion. It's an illusion, really? Oh. Oh my god, it's in the game. I might want to play Chimera because it becomes kind of stupid with the Azumina stuff too. Alright, let's do this. Alright, sent you already.